This is USVI News, your Virgin Islands connection.
I'm the top story.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for USVI News. I'm Emily Matson. We begin with continuing coverage in St. John, where police are still searching for a 41-year-old woman reporting missing now for more than a week. Now take a look. This is Heslop. She was last seen on March 7th aboard the vessel Siren Song that was off the coast of St. John. Our USVI News' Ali Bourne-Vinek joins us now with an update on the investigation.
Emily, the search sadly still continues for missing person Sarm Heslop. I spoke with the Virgin Islands Police Department and they say that there are no new developments in this case and the search continues. Sarm is a 41-year-old woman from the UK. She's about 5'7" and has a tattoo on her left arm and was last seen on March 7th on the catamaran Siren Song in St. John. This week, the Virgin Islands Police Department has searched, but according to police, the effort was, quote, unsuccessful. There have been private efforts as well. Emily, as time goes on, this case continues to gain more and more awareness. It's making national headlines and, of course, has a lot of coverage back in her home country in England. We'll continue to keep you updated on this developing story. In St. Thomas, Ali Bourne-Vinek, USVI News.
Meantime, Sarm's friends and family are understandably worried sick. Our USVI News' Haley Potter spoke with one of her dear friends who says she's surprised Sarm has disappeared and is pleading for anyone with information to come forward.
Somebody like Sam, she's smart, she's clever, she's well-traveled. She doesn't just disappear.
Laura Taylor, Sarm Lillian Heslop's friend from Malta, says she got the news of her friend gone missing 2 weeks ago, and she wants as much help as possible in finding her.
Yeah, so I got the call, I think it was it would have been Monday evening, of a mutual friend here in Malta. We both met Sam in Spain when we lived in Spain previously, to say Sam's missing in the USVI. And kind of, hung up, and that's kind of when the shock really kind of set in. From then on, of course, we've set up our Facebook page, kind of asking anybody who knows anything to come forward, and also urging people to go out and look for her because we're not physically able to. So we obviously feel a little bit useless being so far away.
She says search crews are out looking, and she's thankful for the current effort.
The people have been amazing, local people searching the waters, and I believe that search has gone on as far as on land now as well. I know one man's gone to pick up a drone today that he's hired from somebody to see if he can assist with the search. A local photographer reached out and said that they could help, and he went out by his own accord and was looking with his drone, but nothing to report. They're just incredible, taking the time out of their own days, their own work life, their own commitments to help somebody they don't know for people that they don't know is just indescribable. We're so thankful.
She hopes the VIPD will continue their search and keep her updated. She says her friend Sarm moved to the VI in January to go sailing and essentially live with her boyfriend. Because she's so well traveled, Taylor was shocked to hear of her disappearance.
Obviously my initial was, what do you mean? What do you mean she's missing? She can't be missing.
She says Heslop is around 5'7".
Slim. She's very athletic, loves hiking, walking. So she's quite fit. Tattoo on her shoulder, flowers and a seahorse. And she's got a small star just under her eye as well.
Although this friend is very thankful, she's still eager for her best friend to be found.
I'm thankful that she hasn't been found in the water. That's obviously not where we want her to be found.
And what, if you could say anything to the general public in the VI or just the VIPD right now, what would it be?
Just find her, just look for her, yeah. She's our loved one. She's somebody's daughter. Just, look for her, help us find her, and to spread the word as much as you can that we are looking for her and that we won't give up looking for her. We love her. And we want to see her again. We just want to know that she's well. So if anybody knows anything, if anybody the slightest, they might think it's small, it could be big, just to let us know, to keep posting what we're posting, the updates, to keep hashtagging Find Sam.
For USVI News, I'm Haley Potter.
So anyone with information on the whereabouts of Heslop is urged to call 911, VIPD, or Crime Stoppers USVI at 800-222-TIPS. And of course, we here at USVI News will continue to follow this story and keep you updated with any updates here on air, online, and on social media as well. Well, camping at the territory's beaches for the Easter weekend is a long-standing tradition, one that is being prohibited for the second year in a row now. Governor Albert Bryan announced camping is prohibited on all beaches throughout the territory, beginning Monday, March 22nd through April 10th. It is, of course, because of the coronavirus pandemic and the VI government's efforts to prevent the spread of the virus during this ongoing public health state of emergency. Typically, hundreds of people camp out on the beaches Easter weekend, and Governor Bryan says while he realizes this is a time-honored tradition for Virgin Islanders, the community just cannot afford to take a step backward in our battle against the spread of COVID-19, especially as the vaccination process is going so well in the territory, and we're really making strides in achieving herd immunity. That's according to the governor. And in a statement, Governor Bryan said our traditions like Easter camping and our carnival and festivals will return, and I want everyone in the territory to stay safe and COVID-free so we can all be able to enjoy them once again. Well, despite the pandemic, air travel continues to soar. Despite warnings from health officials, more people are apparently taking to the skies to get where they need to go. The Transportation Security Administration has screened more than 1 million people at airports for 6 straight days. That's a streak not even seen during the peak holiday season. More than 7.5 million people have passed through U.S. airports since Thursday. But the bigger numbers are still only about half of what travel figures were before the COVID-19 pandemic. Airlines say passengers aren't booking months in advance right now. Instead, they're watching infection trends and only planning travel a few weeks out. Well, meantime, as we try to emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic, there's a new battle brewing over vaccine passports, digital proof on your phone that you've gotten the COVID-19 vaccine. While there appear to be a way to start getting back to normal safely, vaccine passports actually raise a lot of issues when it comes to privacy and whether the inoculated should get special privileges over those who have not gotten a vaccine yet. Take a look.
After a year lost to the pandemic, travel expert Brian Kelly says there's one group in particular especially eager to hit the road once again.
A lot of people who I've talked to have been vaccinated are saying, I'm ready to get out there.
Now, governments around the world are weighing the idea of welcoming tourists if they've gotten that potentially life-saving shot.
But there are a number already, like the Seychelles, Iceland, Lebanon, who are saying, we're going to open up our doors if you have the vaccine.
But how do you prove you've been inoculated? One possibility is the vaccine passport, an app or digital file verified by your healthcare provider that certifies you got the vaccine.
While potentially useful, there are a lot of issues that we've got to work through from a policy perspective and also, frankly, from a technical implementation perspective.
While some people might balk at essentially being forced to get a COVID vaccine to do things like travel or attend sporting events, data privacy expert John Ackerley says there are also questions of who controls your health data and what they can do with it.
That people really want to have trust that their information stays in their control.
We realized that we had a part, hopefully, to play in getting the world back to work.
Ping Identity has launched a platform which lets consumers decide when they want to share their COVID test results and vaccine status and who gets to see it.
We think people should have a voice, their own voice, to be able to determine, when and where they want to share this information.
Vaccine passports, the key to getting back to normal, or a new source of data for big tech companies to exploit.
3 beautiful women from the Virgin Islands are competing to represent the territory for the title of Miss World USVI. Earlier this month, the Miss World USVI organization introduced their 3 2021 contestants hailing from the islands of St. Croix and St. Thomas. This year's competition will be held on St. Thomas on August 21st. Now, each woman was asked, what aspect of Virgin Island culture is most important? Let's introduce you to the women with their responses. Representing St. Thomas is 20-year-old Piaget Harrigan. She says, every aspect of Virgin Islands culture is equally important to me because it defines who we are as a people. It is the preservation of the Virgin Islands. 25-year-old Adija Penn also represents St. Thomas. She says she believes the arts are most important to the VI. saying in part, while she loves many things about our Virgin Islands culture, features such as our colonial style of dressing and our music are characteristics that are unique and unduplicated worldwide. Our arts, she says, shows our resilience and creativity. And 22-year-old Nakifa Russell is representing St. Croix. She says what sticks out to her as her favorite aspect of VI culture is our pride. She says while we all have challenges, we are proud of who we are and where we came from. Now, last year's competition was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but the Miss World USVI organization says it expects a positive outcome for this year's competition, which again will be held on St. Thomas on August 21st. The winner will journey to the Coca-Cola Music Hall in San Juan, Puerto Rico on December 16th to compete in the 70th Miss World pageant. Good luck to all three of these very deserving women as they vie to represent the territory.